one issue is certain to be the center of foreign policy for whoever wins, and that country is China. Seema Modi is back with that. Seema.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Dom. China has become a central issue in the 2020 presidential race, both candidates acknowledging the risk that China poses to the U.S. from a national security and economic standpoint. But Biden and Trump have very different strategies on how to address Beijing. Trump taking on a more aggressive unilateral approach, waging a trade war, going after Chinese companies like TikTok, which has resulted in the decoupling of our two economies. Get this, two-way capital flows between the United States and China have dropped to a 9-year low, according to analysis from the Rhodium Group, while the number of Chinese IPOs in the U.S. continues to decline, as you can see right here, over the last 3 years. Meanwhile, Biden has criticized the use of Trump's tariffs, calling them self-defeating. And as vice president, Biden also did back the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which Trump rejected. Unclear whether Biden will try to bring TPP back or get rid of the nearly $400 billion of tariffs placed on Chinese goods if he wins the election. But what is clear, Biden's intention to work with allies to confront China versus going at it alone. What hangs in the balance? Well, access to China's growing market. In fact, one of the bright spots in terms of growth, as referenced by Caterpillar, General Electric, and Starbucks, among other companies so far this earnings season. Dom?
I mean, Seema, you mentioned the IPO's kind of picture and landscape. Should U.S. investors expect fewer Chinese companies to list in the U.S.? I mean, Ant Financial, it could be the biggest IPO of all time, is completely bypassing all U.S. exchanges. Is that a harbinger of things to come?
Yeah, Ant Financial going public this week, and it's sort of a miss for the U.S. exchanges. This will likely be the biggest IPO with $35 billion company here. Now, we have seen a gradual number of IPOs here in the U.S. from China. We're at 33 back in 2018. We're currently at just around 26 or 27. And Renaissance Capital actually expects even fewer listings from China going forward. And that's because by the end of next year, Chinese companies going public here will have to comply with U.S. accounting oversight. Another strategy being used, Dom, as you know, is Alibaba and other Chinese companies looking for a dual listing. So a listing here as well as overseas in Hong Kong, one way to sort of hedge their bets.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.